Sometimes life isn't fair. It's not fair that she's not popular. She's intelligent and accomplished, and in fact was put in charge of the border. And look at how, okay, bad example.
Man, even Bill Maher getting on Kamala Harris. This video is brought to you by Public Square, Are you tired of all the virtue signaling that's going on when you're simply just trying to buy products? Progressive corporate America are pushing messages that further alienates conservative Americans while eroding the future of the American dream. It's prominent all over the country. Retailers are selling chest binders and tuck-friendly bathing clothes for children. Corporations are pressuring their employees to conform to the woke DEI policies. Banks are canceling customers. Users being deplatformed by big tech, or gender ideology being forced on you while trying to enjoy a beer. Thankfully, we don't have to deal with this. We don't have to spend our hard-earned money on these crazy corporations. That's why I believe God created Public Square. It's very simple. All you got to do is stop spending your money with these crazy companies and go over to Public Square, where you can find all of your favorite products with companies that believe in your values. So it doesn't matter if you're looking for a pellet smoker, or you're trying to find athletic clothes, you're trying to find clean skincare products. It doesn't matter. Corporations that believe in your values are found right on publicsquare.com. Link will be in the description section. Shop your values. Forget these corporations that don't believe in the American dream. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notification anytime I go live, make a video. You already know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I say this in almost every video I've done lately, is I'm just trying to encourage people to not take your foot off the gas. Keep going. Keep getting people out to vote. We need to run up the score on these people. But I also want to encourage people to not be so afraid of the Kamala Harris, I don't know what you call it, hoopla, because I think it's all false emotions. I think a lot of people are like, oh, Kamala Harris, oh, she's a threat to the, no, she's not, she's trash. And everybody knows it. It's just that little bit of psychological momentum, because they're pushing all these ads and they putting a lot of money behind it. And it's obviously somebody that's not half dead. At least not physically. I mean, mentally, she's just dead as he is. But even Bill Maher has something to say about it. And I honestly believe when Bill Maher is joking about it and saying things about it, I think he's just as disgusted as most Americans about the prospect of Kamala Harris. She just really don't add any value. Don't believe me. Listen to Bill Maher wrote a quote.
So let's start handicapping the candidates. I just want to be your guide here and tell you what the choices are. Kamala Harris, vice president, will get all of Biden's campaign money. And on the Democrats' best issue, abortion, she's a walking reminder to women that Republicans are coming for the abortion pill. She won't just protect Plan B. She is Plan B. And as a former prosecutor, Kamala was putting criminals in jail back before liberals decided that was a bad thing. And now that CVS is locking the shaving cream behind plexiglass, Democrats are coming around to her again. Harris would be the first woman president, first black woman president, and first Asian president. But I don't vote for who will be the first. I vote for who will win. And for whatever reason, Harris has never been popular. You can count the number of delegates she won in the 2020 primaries on one hand, as long as that hand has no finger. In 3 years as vice president, she's been quieter than an electric car. And like an electric car, your MAGA uncle can't explain why she fills him with homicidal rage. She just does. Sometimes life isn't fair. It's not fair that she's not popular. She's intelligent and accomplished, and in fact was put in charge of the border. And look at how, okay, bad example.
Now, I know it's a comedic relief, but a lot of the stuff that he's saying is rooted in facts and truth. She was put in charge of the border. I made a video the other day showing that they say she's the border czar, border czar, border czar, border czar.
Quote unquote border czar. Vice President, Harris was not a border czar.
Meantime, Vice President and border czar Kamala Harris facing some backlash.
What he said about Harris and immigration was not true. She was never appointed border czar.
And this will be her first visit to the U.S.-Mexico border region since she was appointed as the border czar by President Biden.
People are going to have to counter the misinformation. You already hear folks talking about the border czar. She wasn't the border czar.
President Biden tapped Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, to be the border czar.
Now, she wasn't the border czar. That's what Republicans labeled her.
They were very critical of Kamala Harris, especially in her role as border czar.
Now what she's up against is folks lying about her border record, calling her a border czar.
Kamala Harris, who was appointed as the border czar.
The Biden team didn't declare her the border czar. They wanted her to work on kind of the root causes of immigration.
There has been so much criticism against Kamala Harris. You know, she was the border czar.
Calling her sort of the border czar, which wasn't necessarily the case.
So the border, if they weren't planning to address it in a major way, do not make her your border czar. She met with some of the Northern Triangle countries, but nothing has effectively changed.
She was put in charge of the border. I made a video the other day showing that they say she's the border czar, border czar, border czar, border czar. And then they say she was never the border czar. Now that it's a complete catastrophe. And then we can go back. I want to go back a little bit on some things that he said. She was extremely unpopular. Her approval rating fell to 28%. She is the most unpopular vice president in modern history. We cannot forget this. I know he joked about it, but it's true. Let's go back.
Kamala was putting criminals in jail back before liberals decided that was a bad thing.
Not to mention she supported and funded and helped raise money to get criminals out of jail. That's what she did. They say that she didn't do that. Yes, she did. She put on her Twitter account that if anybody want to chip in to pay for people who are just burning down cities. I mean, like, what senator would do something like that? These people are far left extremists. I can go on and show plenty of examples of things that Bill Maher said in jest or in a comedic relief that are 100% true. He know it, we know it, we all are on the same page, to be quite honest. Kamala Harris is trash. Kamala Harris don't have any popularity. Kamala Harris doesn't bestow any real true values. They don't really love America. None of these things. We know they're far left. She doing RuPaul commercials, and I mean they're abortion on demand. Like wait till that question come out. What is your stance on abortion? They back themselves in the corner so much that she can't not be abortion on demand, because then she'll agree with Donald Trump. And they can't agree with Donald Trump because he's supposed to be a racist, misogynist devil. You just wait. You just wait. But to be honest, for us, it don't matter what she do. It don't matter what she do. It don't matter how well she performing. It don't matter. We need to hold the foot pedal to the middle. We need to be all in, going all out, run up the score, no mercy rule. Who cares what she's doing? It's like in a football game. I don't care what the other team is doing. I don't care if they prepared or not. We prepare and we go out and execute our game plan. That's it. See you on the next one. I'm out.